What's up, guys? I'm Rain, coach of the Mocha Ho, and I'm here to show you guys my EBA draft analysis. Um, I feel like I drafted a pretty strong team. Um, there is some things that I feel like could be better with it, but for the most part, I feel like it's a pretty strong team overall. Um, to be honest, while I'm making this video, I'm not in the best state of mind. But I know this is due today, so I'm gonna have to, get this through, and then, you know. But our first pick, which for this league in EBA, it's an Ubers league, number one, and we pick our Ubers first. Which for some reason with my pick, I believe I was pick number. I was in the middle for sure. I think it was like 6 or something like that, along those lines, like 6 to 8. I was able to pick up Palkia Origin, which fell to me somehow. Uh, Very strong wall breaker, 150 special attack. It is forced to have the Lustrous Globe. However, this is not a terrible item to be locked into, as it gives you 1.2 buff to your dragon and water moves. That means Hydro Pump getting buffed, Draco's getting buffed, Spatial Rent's getting buffed, Surf's getting buffed, etc. And it may be kind of scary if something's scarfed, but Palkia Origin has Scale Shot to boost its own speed. So it has a way to outspeed Scarfers if that is a concern, as well as being able to set up substitutes. But it's mainly just a wall breaker and a very good sweeper as well. My Terra Captain is Terra Torn T, a very strong Terra Captain. It's very versatile. It can do a whole bevy of things with a great 1 in 21 speed tier. Very bulky, not very bulky, has some decent bulk to it. 80 defense, 90 speed def, 79 HP, but the bulk mainly comes from its regenerator ability, which allows me to recover some HP every time I switch out. So it can be a great pivot, but with Terra, it just turns into a gigantic offensive threat, giving it a consistent flying stab for one. And yeah, just being able to Terra into any type. Of course, I have to tell my opponent what type of Terraing into, but still, it's a very strong thing to have with Terra. Torrenti being an offensive, very big offensive threat, not just being relegated to being a regenerator pivot. Now, next I have Annihilate. Annihilate is just another one of those versatile mons. Has very strong ability with Defiant, so Defiant and being a ghost type, it works not exactly the same as Golden Go, but it has the same function of hazard. I want to say hazard control per se, because it doesn't stop defog, but if you do defog, I will be getting a Defiant boost, and you can't spin on Annihilate because it's a ghost type. So if someone wants to get rid of hazards, they're gonna have to take the risk of defogging on a Annihilate switch in and proccing Defiant, and that makes Annihilate just goes completely insane. Very strong coverage. Okay, so yeah, it has a very wide move pool here. It can do a lot of different things. Good setup. It can be a pivot. It can lay down rocks. So just a very strong pivot option, very strong hazard control, as well as just being a very great mon. We also picked up Landorus. Landorus is a very just strong mix attacker. And because we have T-Star as well, Landorus is able to use both Sand Force and Sheer Force, giving it two very strong abilities that it can potentially use for us. And another mon that has just a pretty decent move pool and has setup options as well. Jirachi, everybody knows about Jirachi. He has Serene Grace Iron Heads for the simple part, but also has a lot of different utility options with screens, as well as Healing Wish and just regular Wish. Also, it has T-Wave and U-Turn and Rocks as well. Um, T-Tar, another one of these versatile options. It has Sand, obviously, for Landorus, but also Sand boosted Spidef, so it can be a very nice Spidef wall. Um, strong Dark type, so it's a very good way to test out Ghost Spam. Um, very deep move pool here with T-Wave, Rocks, Knockoff, and just very good coverage options as well. Also has Dragon Dance, so has DD as well for setup. Tentacruel is just a simple spinner here, um, as well as being a grounded poison with decent pivot option with knockoff, rapid spin, T spikes as well. So just a simple spinner. Nothing really much else to say. Ogerpon Wellspring, very strong physical attacker. Could be a sweeper, could be a cleaner. It could also be a wall breaker as well with its coverage options, as well as having the very strong Ivy Cudgel. It also has spikes as well, so it can be a lead spiker 1 week. And then finally, these two mons here, Regice and Smeargle, we also drafted, but they will not be on the team after week 2, I believe. They will not be on the team anymore. And instead, we have Rotom Fan, which is just, now all Rotoms are, except for the normal Rotom, they all kind of like function the same, being pivots or trick users, whispers. So just just Rotom, and then we picked up Winkalone as well. Just a thick, fat, normal type, immune to Ghost, resist Fire and Ice, and we have both forms here that can that I've used in video low tier, and I like what they did, so I wanted to try them out here. But yeah, that is our EBA draft analysis. Super sorry, didn't have the energy for this one. It's not in a great headspace, but I will be back for week 1 next week. You will see me with the week 1 upload, and I'll catch you guys.